The question is, a farmer had a rectangular land containing 205 trees. He distributed that land among his 4 daughters, Abha, Beena, Chitra and Dipti, by dividing the land into 12 plots along the 3 rows X, Y, Z, okay, and 4 columns 1, 2, 3, 4 as shown in the figure below. So the situation is clear. A rectangular land is being divided into 12 plots, okay, among the 4 daughters of this farmer, and this rectangular land has total 205 trees. So in the figure given below, we have been given 3 rows X, Y, Z over here, right, and 4 columns 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's read further. The plots in rows X, Y, Z contain mango, teak and pine trees respectively. So row X has mango trees, Y teak and Z pine trees. Each plot had trees in non-zero multiples of 3 or 4. So this is very important. Every plot will have trees in non-zero multiples of 3 or 4. And none of the plots had the same number of trees. We also have to make sure that we'll not put same number of trees in any 2 plots. Okay. Each daughter got an even number of plots. Again, this is one more condition that we have to take care of. Every daughter will get an even number of plots. Okay. Even number of plots. In the figure, the number mentioned in top left corner of a plot is the number of trees in that plot, while the letter in the bottom right corner is the first letter of the name of the daughter who got that plot. For example, Abha got plot in row Y and column 1. So Abha got plot in row Y. So row Y and column 1. So about this box, if you want to read the details of this box, then this 21 is nothing but the number of trees in this plot, and this A denotes the name of the daughter, first letter of the name of the daughter, which is Abha. Okay. So that's how you have to read the other boxes. This A means Abha, 28 means number of trees in this plot. Okay. Some information in the figure got erased, but the following is known. So some of the plots are empty. There's no information in them, but we have been given some clues. Okay. Let us read those. Abha got 20 trees more than Chitra, but 6 trees less than Dipti. So in this clue, we have been told that how many trees each daughter is getting. Then if we read the second one, the largest number of trees in a plot was 32, but it was not with Abha. So this is the detail regarding number of trees each and every daughter is having. And we have also been told that a plot had maximum 32 trees. So let us read the questions once so that we know what to find out, and then we'll proceed. Okay. So the first question here is how many mango trees were there in total. So this means that we need to find out how many mango trees are there, how many teak trees are there. Okay. Second is which of the following is the correct sequence of trees received by Abha, Beena, Chitra and Dipti in that order. So we need to find out how many trees each and every daughter got. Okay. Third is how many pine trees did Chitra receive. So again, we also need to find out how many trees each daughter received, also the type of tree that she received. Okay. Fourth is who got the plot with the smallest number of trees and how many trees did that plot have. Fifth, which of the following statements is not true? Beena got 32 pine trees, Chitra got 12 mango trees. So again, this is regarding number of trees that each and every daughter is getting. Lastly, which column had the highest number of trees? So that means we have to take into account all the clues given. We need to find out number of trees with each and every daughter, number of trees in every plot, in every column, in every row. And if we have that, we can easily answer all these questions, right? So let us go back. We'll read all the clues one by one and then we'll solve to find out the needed information. Okay. So I'll just underline the main details. Row XYZ contain mango, teak and pine trees. So this contains mango, this contains teak trees and this contains pine trees. Okay. Each plot had trees in non-zero multiples of 3 or 4. We'll always take care of this. None of the plots had the same number of trees. We'll also take care of this. Each daughter got an even number of plots. This is also important. In the figure, the number mentioned in top left corner is the number of trees. Okay, fine. And then let us directly come to the clues. First is Abha got 20 trees more than Chitra but 6 trees less than Dipti. So let me assume number of trees with Abha as A. Okay. So Abha got 20 trees more than Chitra, right? But 6 trees less than Dipti. So Abha got 6 trees less than Dipti. Second is the largest number of trees in a plot was 32. This is also important, but it was not with Abha. So A will never have 32 trees in a plot. Okay. Then number of teak trees in column 3 was double of that in column 2 but was half of that in column 4. So teak trees in column 3 was double that in column 2 but half of that in column 4. So column 3 double that in column 2. That means if this is X, in column 3 we'll have 2x trees and half of that in column 4. So this will be 4x. Okay, understood? This is simple assumption. And fourth is the next clue. Both Abha and Beena got higher number of plots than Dipti. So Abha, since here we are talking about plots, so let us use some other notation for Abha. Let me take small a. Okay. So Abha and Beena. So small b for Beena, they got higher number of plots than Dipti. So more plots than Dipti. Okay. The capital letters, they will denote the number of trees, and small letters will denote the number of plots with them. Okay. After that, only Beena, Chitra and Dipti got corner plots. So this should also be taken care of while we assign plots to them. Dipti got 2 adjoining plots in the same row. So the clue says Dipti got 2 adjoining plots in the same row. So in the same row adjacent to each other, we'll give Dipti 2 plots. Okay. We're not sure whether it'll be row X, Y or Z. So let's go to the next clue. Beena was the only one who got a plot in each row and each column. So we'll provide Beena a plot in each row and each column. Okay. Then we have the 8th one. Chitra and Dipti did not get plots which were adjacent to each other either in row, column or diagonal. So again, this is a very important point. Chitra and Dipti did not get plots which were adjacent to each other in row, column, diagonal. Fine. So whenever you assign plots to these people, you will make sure that they are not adjacent to each other along the row, column or diagonal. Last clue is the number of mango trees was double the number of teak trees. So mango trees will be 2 times the teak trees. Now as we can see, we have a lot of clues to use. We'll always go ahead with that clue first that can be put directly into this figure. Okay. Now one clue that we can use right now is the 8th one. Okay, because it said that Chitra, Dipti did not get plots which are adjacent to each other in row, column or diagonal. So this can help us to find out the plots of Chitra and Dipti. Okay. So let us try to assign plots to Dipti, because Chitra, we can see in 2 of the plots, Chitra is already present over here. Okay. So adjacent to Chitra along the row, column, diagonal, we will not give Dipti a plot. Okay. So can Dipti be put over here? No, because then these 2 will be adjacent. Can Dipti be put over here? No, because then diagonally these 2 will be adjacent. Can Dipti be put over here? No, because then these 2 will be adjacent. Can Dipti be put over here? No, because then these 2 will be adjacent diagonally, right? So not over here. So using this clue, we have the probable positions for Dipti where Dipti can be assigned a plot. Okay, which is this particular plot and this particular plot, and also D can have a plot over here as well. Okay, these 3 tick marks. But there was another clue regarding Dipti and the plots, which was the 6th one. Okay, Dipti got 2 adjoining plots in the same row. So in which row do we have 2 adjoining plots possible for Dipti? It is the row X only, right? The first one. So we'll give 2 plots to Dipti in the first row, row X. So I'll put D over here and D over here. Okay, let me write it at the bottom right corner. Now we were given few more clues regarding the plots. One of them was the 4th one. Both Abha and Beena got a higher number of plots than Dipti. So we have to take care of this. And we also have to make sure that in the 5th one, only Beena, Chitra, Dipti got corner plots. Right? B, C, D will get corner plots. So if we talk about this corner plot over here, who will get this corner plot? A cannot get it because A is not getting the corner plot. But we were given one very important clue, which was in the 7th one, Beena was the only one who got a plot in each row and each column. So in column 4, if Beena has to get a plot, it can only be this plot, okay, with 28 trees. So of course this will be B over here. So very easily we decided that this will be B. I hope this is understood. Now if we talk about this particular plot, it cannot be given to D because C and D, they will not be adjacent. And then this plot also cannot be given to D because otherwise C and D will be adjacent. This plot also cannot be given to D. This plot also cannot be given to D. So that means D will only get these plots, okay, this plot over here and this plot. That means D will only have 2 plots. So we are sure about the number of plots with D, it will be 2 only, right? I hope this much is clear. Now if we look at the first row, one plot is remaining, right? This particular plot. And in clue 7, we were given that Beena was the only one who got a plot in each row and each column. So if we have to give Beena a plot in the first row, it can only be this plot. That means we will have B over here, okay? Now when we have done this much, we know that Dipti has two plots, right? A and B, Abha and Beena, they will have more plots than Dipti. So we are not sure about the number of plots with A and B. So what we'll do is we'll try to check another clue. See, in one of the clues, the second one, we were given that the largest number of trees in a plot was 32, but it was not with A, Abha, right? So Abha in one of the plots has 4x trees, right? So of course this 4x will be less than 32 because number of trees with Abha should be less than 32, right? Not equal to 32. So of course x will be less than 8. So for x we'll check which value is satisfying, okay? Now let us talk about the number of plots with A, B, C, D. So for D we have two plots for sure, right? So we need to decide the number of plots for A, B, C. So let me write C also over here. Now D has two plots. In one of the clues we were given that the fourth one, both Abha and Beena got a higher number of plots than Dipti. So Abha and Beena will get more than two plots, okay? Because Dipti has two plots. Also there was one more condition involved with the number of plots. It was over here in the beginning of the set that each daughter got an even number of plots. So if each daughter got an even number of plots and also Abha, Beena have more than two plots. So what is the next even number after 2? It is 4. So of course Abha and Beena will be given 4 plots, okay? Let me just assume they have 4 plots. So in that case, we already know C had 2 plots assigned. So C will also have 2 plots. Now let us add the total number of plots. It is 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4, which gives us a total of 12. So yes, this satisfies, okay? But now can we take another case as well? Let us try. D had 2 plots. This was already known. And then let us assign say 6 plots to B and then 4 plots to A. In that case, so far the total number of plots is 2 plus 6 plus 4, which is 12. So C will have 0 plots. But is that possible? No, because C already had 2 plots, okay, in the given diagram. So the only case that is acceptable regarding the number of plots with A, B, C, D, it will be this only, okay? We'll forget this case. Now that we know the number of plots with A, B, C, D, let us try to assign them plots in the given diagram. So if we talk about B, we were given that in the 7th clue, Beena was the only one who got a plot in each row and each column. So if we check the columns, Beena has a plot in the first row, right? Beena has a plot in the second row as well over here. Beena does not have a plot in the third column. So we need to assign a plot to Beena in the third column. If we check fourth column, Beena has a plot in the fourth column as well, okay? So now we have checked the columns. Let us check the rows. In rows, row X, Beena has a plot, right? In row Y, Beena does not have a plot. So we need to take care of row Y. We have to assign a plot to Beena. If we talk about row Z, Beena has a plot in row Z. So we need to assign one more plot, just one more plot to Beena. Why? Because Beena has 3 plots already in the diagram. We just need to give her one more. So we need to assign just one more plot to Beena in such a case that she gets a plot in the third column and the second row. So where can that plot be? Obviously that plot will be over here only. So now we have assigned all 4 plots to B. We have assigned plots to D and C already. So all the remaining plots will belong to A. So this plot will be for A. This will also be for A. I hope this much is understood. This was not very tough to find out, okay? Let's proceed further. Now right after this, we have to deal with the values of X possible. X is the number of trees in these plots, right? So we were given that over here, each plot had trees in non-zero multiple of 3 or 4 and none of the plot had the same number of trees. So if every plot has number of trees in multiple of 3 or 4, then X obviously is the number of tree in a plot, right? So it will also be a multiple of 3 or 4. So X can be 3, 4 or it can be 6, right? Now let us check if X can be 3. If X is 3, this will be 3, this will be 6 and this will be 12. As soon as this becomes 12, we were given that the number of trees in any 2 plots should not be same. So if this is 12, we also have 12 over here, which is not possible. So that means X equal to 3 will not be taken, okay? Because then number of trees in 2 plots is becoming the same. Let us check with x equal to 6. If x is 6, this becomes 6, this becomes 12, this becomes 24. But this is not possible because then number of trees in two plots becomes 12. So even x equal to 6 is not acceptable. Only value of x will be 4. So if x is 4, this will be 4, this will be 8, and this will be 16, right? So I hope this much is properly understood. In one of the clues, we were given that mango trees is equal to 2 times teak trees, right? So teak trees, we know the total number of teak trees if we add all of these, the second row. So 21, 4 is 25, 8 is 33 plus 16 is 49. So 2 times 49, that means 98 will be the total number of mango trees. So total mango trees will be 98. Teak trees are 49. So that will give us the total number of pine trees as well, because total number of trees was 205. So 98 plus 49 becomes 147. So 147 plus something should be equal to 205. So that means pine trees should be equal to 58. Okay. Now when we are done with this much, as we can see in the figure given, we have the total number of trees with some of the people. So if we check for Abha, then for Abha, we have 21 trees here, then 4 here, then 16 here, and then 9 here. So if we add the total number of trees with Abha, it is 21 for 25, and 16 is 41, 41 plus 9 is 50. So Abha now has 50 trees in total, okay? So that means we can easily find out the number of trees with Chitra and Dipti, because we have the relation between A, C, D over here using these equations. Okay, so if A is 50, C will be equal to 50 minus 20, so 30. And then using this relation, I can find out the number of trees with Dipti. D will be A plus 6. That means 50 plus 6, which will give me 56. Understood? Now, as soon as we have the total number of trees with A, C, D, we can easily find out the number of trees with B, because sum of trees with A, B, C, D should be equal to 205. So A, B, number of trees with C, and number of trees with D, 56, should be equal to 205. So if I solve this and find out the value of B, it will be equal to 69. Okay. So I'll just keep B equal to 69 with me. Okay. Now one thing that we can see is C has total 30 trees. Okay. So for C, 12 trees are here and remaining should be over here. Okay. Because C has only 2 plots. So 12 plus what should be equal to 30? 18. So this will be 18. Now, since in the last row we have total pine trees. Okay. So how many total pine trees we were having? 58. So sum of trees in the last row should be equal to 58. So 18, 9 is 27, 27, 28 is 55. So that means 3 should be here. So here we'll have 3 trees for B. Okay. Similarly, when you talk about B now, for B we have 8 trees over here, right? 3 trees over here, and then 28 trees over here. And only here we have the number of trees missing for B. Total number of trees with B, it is equal to how much? 69. So sum of all these should be equal to 69. So we have 3 over here. So 3 plus 28 is 31. 31 plus 8 is 39. That means 20 trees should be with B over here. So we'll write 20 over here. Okay. So this is simple addition and subtraction, right? See, we have committed a small mistake over here. When we were adding total number of trees for B, it was 69, right? So B, we have 8 here. We had 28 here, and we had 3 here. These were fixed, right? So 28 is 36, 36, 3 is 39. We need the total to be 69. So that means 30 trees with B should be over here. Okay. I hope that is understood. Now at last we have only 2 boxes for D at the top right corner, where we do not have the number of trees mentioned. Okay. So in the top row, total is mango trees, right? And total is 98. So 12 and 30 in the top row gives us 42. Remaining should be 56. That means the sum of these 2 boxes, trees in these 2 boxes, should be equal to 56. Now there was one very important condition which was mentioned. That was in the second clue. The largest number of trees in a plot was 32, but it was not with Abha. So if it is not with Abha, not with Beena, not with Chitra in any of the plots, so of course 32 trees will be with Dipti. Okay. But now we are not sure in which plot will we give Dipti 32 trees. So of course in one of these 2 plots I will give Dipti number of trees equal to 32. Okay. So, but I'm not sure in which plot D will have 32. So let me just write it can have 32 trees here. In that case 24 should be here, because sum of these 2 boxes should be equal to 56, right? Because total number of mango trees are 98. or we can have 24 here and 32 here, right? We're not sure about it. So we have used all of the clues. In every particular plot we have number of trees and who has that particular number of trees. Now we can answer the questions. Okay, let's go ahead and try to solve them. So first question is, how many mango trees were there in total? Very clearly, in total we had 98 mango trees. So option C will be the correct answer. Second is, which of the following is the correct sequence of trees received by Abha, Beena, Chitra, Dipti? So Abha we have 50, Beena 69, Chitra 30 and 56. So 50, 69, 30, 56. So 50, 69, 30, 56 option A is the correct answer. Next is, how many pine trees did Chitra receive? So Chitra and pine trees are in the third row. Chitra C, we have 18 pine trees. So option B is the correct answer. Next is, who got the plot with the smallest number of trees and how many trees did that plot have? So if you look closely, this is the plot with Beena and it has 3 trees. Okay, so Beena 3 trees. Option C is the correct answer. Next is, which of the following statements is not true? Not true, that means false. Option A is, Beena got 32 pine trees. So Beena got 32 pine trees. If you add the number of trees with Beena, and we are talking about pine trees, so it is 28 plus 3, that means 31, right? So this is false. That means this is the correct answer. Rest all these statements will be true. You can check them. Now the last question is, which column had the highest number of trees? So we are talking about trees in a particular column. Okay, so let us go to the columns. Column 1 we have 12, 21, 33, 33 plus 3, 36 trees. Okay, so let me write column 1 has 36 trees, and then column 2 we have 34, 18, that means 52. So column 2 has 52 trees. Now we have column 3. In column 3 we have two possibilities. Either we can have 32 trees here or 24 trees here. Okay, so when we have 32 trees here, in that case column 3 will have 32 plus 8 plus 9, that means 32 plus 17, which gives us 49 trees. In the case when we take 24 trees in column 3, because we have two possibilities, right? So we'll take both the possibilities into consideration. So 24 plus 8, 32, 32 plus 9, 41 trees. Okay, and then let's talk about column 4. Column 4 also has two possibilities. Either we can have 24 trees here or 32. So we'll calculate for both. The first case will be 24, right? So 24, 16, 40, 40 plus 28 will be 68 trees. Or when we consider 32 trees in column 4, we'll have 32 plus 16, 48, 48 plus 28 is 76 clearly, right? So whatever be the case, in column 4 we'll always have the highest number of trees, whether it is 24 or 32. That means column 4 will be the correct answer. This is the column that has highest number of trees. So option D will be the correct answer. Many of you would have marked cannot be determined, because you must have seen that there are two possibilities, 32 and 24 in the columns, right? But you have to talk about the total number of trees in a column. Okay, so be focused while answering a particular question. I hope the explanation is understood. It had a lot of conditions, so we'll say that this set will be somewhere above moderate. Okay, if you still have a doubt in the explanation, please comment. Thank you.